Hello YouTubers. Day 7 and we got some more progress today. I finished all the metal work on the scouts, and actually right before this I applied the wash. I'm doing a 50-50 mix of Nuln Oil and Agrex Earthshade on them, and then I'm gonna bring up some of the colors. For example, on the Apotheker I'm gonna bring up the whites again a little bit, and we'll see when it's all dry and finished tomorrow how it looks, and then we'll go from there. And then there's just a little bit of detailing to do. The guns are pretty much done. I have to do all the lens work. Yeah, there's quite a bit of lenses and other stuff, but if you look at the bodies, there's not too much detail on them. I'm painting all the grenades. Oh, sorry. Let's see. There you can see it. Grenades, skulls. I used a lot of metals on it. Then I did the pouches in black. So I'm gonna add some silver detail to the pouches, I think. Just a little hint on the clasps and stuff. But yeah. So I did most of the work on these guys today, and just apply the wash to this Apothecary. I said yesterday I was going to finish him, but I realized that it's more efficient to actually wait and do all the lenses at the same time and just do it in a big row. So hopefully tomorrow is Friday, so I'm not sure how much work I'm going to be able to do tomorrow, but at the latest Saturday they should be finished, everything you see here. So let's see then. There's no question for today, but I have to take my week 2 Oath of Moment, and basically week 2 starts tomorrow. So my Oath of Moment will be to finish this squad of scouts and the Apothecary all done, and then get at least base coated on the veteran squad that I'm doing next after this. So that's my Oath Moment for next week, and by this brush, I swear it. This is an old cruddy brush, but it's just symbolic, right? Sorry. I should also describe the next creative objective of your narrative. So the next objective for my narrative is to actually just hold my lines. We're standing on the black sands of Istvan. The loyalists have done their primary landing and first attack, and we have responded with a swift counterattack. The counterattack has met with heavy resistance and been fought back, so the Sons of Horus have withdrawn once more down to the defenses, awaiting the next step in the plans. So yeah, for this week I didn't finish what I swore I would do for this week, but yeah, I amended my monthly plan. So anyway, for the next week, if I do succeed in my Oath of Moment, it will mean that let's see here now. I have to think ahead a little bit to where I want to be in 3 weeks' time as well in this story. So yeah, right. Next week is gonna be a follow-up to this one, because I didn't manage to actually succeed and engage the loyalists in combat. I'm gonna set my goal for next week to actually do a flanking maneuver and try to assault them once more from another angle, and by that enable me to move on to the next phase of the Istvan battle. So yeah, so if I succeed, I will manage to do a flanking maneuver on them, and if I fail, I will still be stuck in the defenses, and that's not good. So I have to complete this week's goal. I want to get stuck in there with my chainswords and chain axes. Anyway, yeah, that's the week 7 wrap up and the next week's goals. Also, I thought I'd do a little bit of a new thing. You know, when you have been hobbying for a while and painted and doing stuff, I mean, I'm not a great painter by any stretch of the imagination, but you pick up a few things when you're at it for a while. So I thought I'd just kind of give some quick tips or food for thought in my videos, as long as I have anything to share. And I like to try and keep it to a theme for every time, and then people can respond in the comments and actually chime in if they have some other tips regarding the topic that I've chosen. So for starting, I think I will go with brushes. So when I started out, in the real beginning, there wasn't any good brushes to be had, really. So we used like the stuff that kids today use to draw with watercolors. But apart from that, when the better brushes came available, we started to get some. I think it was some kind of a sable brush, actually. But anyways, the point is, you started to get the really small sizes, and for some reason I always thought that if I went down really low in the brush size, I could do so much better work on my model. So I pretty much went for the smallest size brush I could get, which was probably something like a, well, then it was a 10-0, but today it's probably a 5-0 in size, something like that, or a little bit smaller. But what I actually realized now is that you don't have to go that small if you don't intend to paint like really minute details like eyeballs and stuff like that, and probably then you don't need to go lower than a 3-0 perhaps. So my tip is, don't use too small of a brush. I do like 99% of my painting with a size 1 brush. It's big enough that you can actually pretty much do a base coat on a miniature if you want to. But if you have a good brush with a good tip, you can actually do almost all the detailing you need to on a model in 28mm scale. The bigger brush also means that it can hold more paint, and the paint doesn't dry out on the brush on its way to the model. So yeah, that's my like beginner's tip or discovery tip. I mean, the things I'm mentioning here is nothing unique, but things you probably heard somewhere else before. But yeah, so anyone else have tips on brushes and brush sizes or anything else regarding them? Just put it in a comment below, and let's try and share some knowledge. So that's going to be it for today, and I will see you again tomorrow for an update and hopefully the finished miniatures. Until then, keep on trucking and good luck with your projects, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.